are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay. So why did you want to become a guidance counselor?
So I wanted to become a guidance counselor. When I started college, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to help people. And so it took me a little bit to realize that I wanted to go into counseling, but I've always appreciated the importance of mental health awareness, and I really just wanted to find a way that I was able to help students just be a trusting person in their lives and be able to help contribute to their success.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people don't value, and that's a good thing that you care about that. Okay, what college or university did you go to become a guidance counselor?
So for my undergraduate degree, which was 4 years, I went to Rowan University, which was about 20 minutes away from my house. I majored in psychology, and then for my graduate degree in school counseling, I moved to Westchester for 2 years. So I was up there, and I just graduated last May.
Okay. How long did you have to be in school?
So 4 years for my undergraduate degree, and then 2 years total for my graduate.
So, okay, 6. I mean,
Yes,
that was good.
6.
Was it, did you enjoy it?
I did, just as much as you guys probably enjoy school, and maybe not so much, but I did enjoy it, and I love what I'm doing now.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Why did you choose to work at middle school?
I chose to work at a middle school, one, because I love the creativity and the energy that you guys bring, but also this is such a pivotal time in adolescence, so I felt like this would be the most important place to work.
Yeah. Have you worked at any other schools, or this is your first one?
So I worked at a before and after school program in Winslow Township where I grew up. So I did that while I was going through college, and then for my internships I was up in Westchester, PA. So I worked at an elementary school up there, I worked at a middle school in Westchester Area School District, and then a technical school up in Westchester as well.
So you have some experience with like kids.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do when you're not at work?
When I'm not at work, I really like to spend time with my family. That's very important to me. My animals, I have a Great Dane named Stella, so she's like 150 pounds. She's like a miniature horse. And just spending time with friends.
Oh, that's nice. What's your favorite time of the year?
I feel like everybody would probably say summer, and also I feel like summer is probably one of my favorites, but I also really like the spring, just because of all the beautiful flowers.
Yeah, okay, what's your favorite holiday?
I would have to say Thanksgiving, just because I really love food.
Really?
So probably that.
Okay, and what traditions do you do during Thanksgiving?
We don't really have traditions, but just spending time with family, that's most important to me. So I love any chance that I get to spend with them.
Oh, okay. Have you learned any lessons from working at BMS?
I would say the adaptability and patience that you have to have, especially working with middle schoolers. Every student is not the same. Everybody has unique needs and challenges, so it's very important to have an individualized approach to each student.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about working at BMS?
When I first started here, I really felt this sense of community that you guys had, and everybody was very welcoming. But the most important is the counseling staff that I'm able to work with. So shout out to Miss Dubois, Miss Luciano, and Miss Amanda. I really appreciate all of you guys, and I love working with them.
Yeah, I love them. They're amazing. Okay, and last question. If you could be anything else besides a guidance counselor, what would you be?
I think the first thing that pops into my mind would be like a food critic, just because of how much I love food and I love trying new things, exploring new places to eat food. So probably that, or I really love fashion, so maybe something in that field as well.
Oh yeah, fashion and food. Amazing. Okay, thank you for sharing your time with me. Thank you for being here today, and it was nice speaking to you.
Thank you.
Before we begin, Miss Galan, how have you been?
I've been really good today.
That's good. Let's get started. So for the first question, what do you teach?
I teach 6th grade language arts,
Do
ELA.
you enjoy teaching them?
I do enjoy it. Yes, it's a lot of fun. This is my first year doing 6th grade, so it's been different than the 8th graders I had before. So yeah, I love it.
Why did you decide to teach middle school?
Well, that's a great question because I actually thought that I was going to teach elementary school, and I went to college for elementary education. And then I graduated and was like, I never want to teach elementary school ever. So I got an internship in the summer, and I was doing middle school, and I was subbing with middle school too. And I just realized I really wanted to teach middle school.
That sounds nice. Have you worked at any other schools before VMS?
Yeah, so I went to college in Florida, and I graduated from the University of Tampa, and I taught for a year and a half in Florida, and then I moved back here to Vineland, and I taught here as well. So I taught in Wallace in Vineland last year.
Okay. How many years have you been teaching?
This is my 3rd year teaching.
That's nice. Do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids, but I have 7 nieces and nephews, and I have another nephew on the way, so there's going to be 8.
Okay. What are your favorite hobbies outside of school?
I love to travel. I love to visit new coffee shops. I love coffee. I go to the gym sometimes. I like to dance. Yeah.
Okay. What's your nationality?
Both of my parents are Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Me too. Do you have any pets?
I have 2 pets, 2 beagles, and their names are Hero and Gigi. And Gigi was named after me because my initials are Gigi, and her name is Gigi.
That's cute. Where are some exciting places you've been to?
I lived in Brazil for a year, from 2017 to 2018, and that's probably my favorite place I've ever been in the world. I loved it so much. And then recently I had the opportunity to travel to Guatemala with my church, and we did kind of like a service project where we were helping them like get stoves and get different things that they needed for their homes.
That sounds really exciting. Okay. What's your favorite time of the year?
My favorite time of the year is the spring because everything starts to be like pretty again after winter. And also my birthday is in April, so I'm a spring birthday.
Okay. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
If I could go anywhere that I've never been, I would probably go to Ireland. I've really been wanting to go there and yeah, just see the culture and like St. Patrick's Day. I think it's so cool.
That's a nice pick. Okay. And for our final question, if you could do anything besides teaching, what would you do?
I think if I could do anything besides teaching, I honestly would probably be like a travel agent or a travel advisor or something, or work at Disney World because I am obsessed with Disney.
Okay. I really appreciated being able to interview you, and thank you for joining us today, Ms. Galan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ava.
So for the first question, what do you teach?
I teach 6th and 7th grade phys ed and 8th grade health.
Okay. And why did you become a gym teacher?
So, good question. I, in my beginning career, thought I was going to work in the medical field. So I started working at the hospital, and my hopes was to get into the nursing program. However, it was taking a little too long to get into the nursing program. So I went to my advisor at the college, and he said, well, why don't you go for health and phys ed? You have all these sciences out of the way. You know, you basically just have to take the phys ed classes. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like fun. So that's what I did.
Okay.
And here I am today.
What grade do you think has the best behavior?
6th grade.
Yep.
And
I agree.
very, like, you guys love the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets?
I do. 4 cats. 2 are mine, and they are Precious and Pocket. They are my little babies. And then my daughter adopted 2. And she has 2 boys. Leo the lion, and then I call the other one the monster.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 3 girls. And one is here in Vineland. She's a junior at Vineland High School. And the other one is Sarah, and she is my middle child. She's 19, and I have an older daughter, 33 years old.
And how old are the 2 youngest?
So Sarah is 19, and her sister Kylie is 16.
Okay. If you had a superpower to protect your children or anybody, what would it be?
I would want to be a healer.
Uh-huh.
I would want to heal people. I don't like to see people in pain or suffer. And if I could take away all of that, that would be great.
Yeah. In gym, what's your favorite sports to play?
So in gym class, my favorite sports are the team sports. You know, volleyball, you know, that's a lot of fun because we have to really talk. And our games, our activities that we just started, those team building activities, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. And what's your least favorite sport?
Miss S is terrible at basketball, but I like basketball. I like
Yeah.
to watch it, but I am not good at those foul shots.
What's your favorite sports team?
The Phillies. I love baseball. Love baseball. How about you? Who's yours?
The Giants.
The
football.
Giants in football?
Yeah.
Oh.
And for the last question, if you could do anything else besides teaching, what would you do?
Well, people ask me all the time, if you could not teach, you know, if you weren't in the profession, what would you do? I'm gonna be honest with you. Back in the past, I always thought I wanted to be a nurse or a doctor, physician, but to me, teaching is my calling. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like I did not end up into the medical field for a reason. I was meant to be here with you students, who I also refer to as my kids. So it's here. Like teaching is my calling. This is where I feel I belong. However, if teaching was not that option, you would probably see me in the medical field. And if I had to pick an area, it would be neurology.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to VMS's Staff Spotlight. And thank you, Ms. Spickenreuther, for giving us your time.
Oh, thank you. It's great.